uh, did you see the post, bro? The
What you
little
mean?
the little flyer on IG, bro.
Oh yeah, I did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen it.
You know, I totally understand uh what they mean when, like, I've been really understanding it over the past few days, but what they mean when they say AI truly cuts down the time that it takes, things that would take you otherwise, bro, like, I don't know, 2 hours are now being cut down to six, 35 minutes. I mean, if
Yeah,
we being honest, bro. And
yeah.
it's real scary. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's useful, but one of the things is a lot of people say that it's going to run people out of jobs, and I, I get it, bro. What do I need you for, Mr. Graphic Designer?
Yeah. I mean, this is the world of AI. Which reminds, they got me thinking of that AI image that you had of me in one of our videos.
Ah,
I was
you see the one
like,
where you like,
where he's like pointing at the. I'm like, bro. I'm like, does that even look like a real facial expression I would make?
but
Like,
it but the crazy part about it
it
is, and I
goes
guess
it goes off of what you put though.
right, but I think the crazy part about it is, and the kind of scary thing about it, if you really think about it, is, bro, that like high key looks like you, bro.
Yeah, no, it did.
Like, is that
I feel
not
like
insane?
I feel like it's
Like you
like
could tell. I mean, you could tell those of us who know you, like certain parts of the facial expression is a bit dramatic,
it's a
I
little
would say.
older.
Yeah, it does kind
It
of age
aged me
you
a
a
little
little
bit.
bit. Yeah, but I think it's crazy that it looked like you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see the one the day I put up too?
Dang, I don't know if I did.
So when we were talking about the Thunder, and it's about how no one can stop Shea,
Yeah.
um, that one got Day down in the corner, and it is an AI image. It's crazy because you can always kind of tell that it's an AI image, but at the same token, like, it looks enough that if people are just kind of scrolling past, bro, it's no issue.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
nah, the world of AI is like definitely different these days. It's just like I often say like, can we just go back to the days where, you know, people were AI and AirPods and Martin Luther King or a cigarette in his ear? Like, can we go back to those
can we go?
normal AI?
What nobody really?
Like,
I get you. Dang, you
you
right,
know
bro.
what I'm
That's like
saying? Like, I
putting
remember when that was like, I remember when that was like AI. You
putting
know what I'm
Malcolm
saying?
X in all gold fronts, or Whitney
Yeah, right,
Houston in all
right.
gold fronts.
Stuff like
But I
that. You
think that
know,
even
when
at
it's Martin Luther King dropping the album, and then it'll have, you know, him with
yeah,
earrings or
hey, them
waves,
hoes was
like,
hard, bro. Them things was
and a
hard,
track list. It would have a track list. This like,
but I think that, again, like you said, that's the world we live in. We live in a world of AI, and it helps so much that when we get into a situation like, there are jobs literally saying, "Hey, I want a graphic designer, but a graphic designer that knows how to use AI, or a graphic designer that can work in conjunction with AI." Like, that's literally where we are now, and it's really crazy that we're talking about this because I ran across a couple of things where, did you know that Spotify is now having verified badges for people to basically say whether or not this artist is an AI artist or not, more or less for the consumers. Like, that's
wow,
that's where we are now. Yeah,
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 you
and
gotta
on
have
top,
that.
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, because you
these
got, I
days,
mean,
man, you gotta have that. I thought I was hearing, um, some crazy. Crazy Bone diss on Two Time Finesse or something like that,
yeah,
and it wound
I
up
ran
being
across that,
it wound
bro.
up being. I was like, ain't no way, I'm like, ain't no way, Crazy done slid like this on a diss. I was like, wait, and people kept saying it was AI. I was
But the crazy
like,
part
no
about it
way.
is, I mean, the crazy part about it, didn't Drake like do some AI Snoop and was it Snoop and Pac when he
Yeah,
was running
yeah,
around trying to diss?
yeah, yeah.
Come
True,
on, man.
true. Yeah,
Like,
man, you just never know. It's just crazy how it really sounds like them, and then it goes off of their flow too, as
yeah,
well. So
yeah.
yeah, it's nuts. I think eventually AI will take over music, and I'm not gonna be wrong. I'm only just gonna be maybe a little early, but I think eventually we'll get people releasing, and it's probably already happening right now as we speak. But people releasing full AI projects and
Yeah,
pushing that out to the masses. Why go through the process of trying to create this person and this being to release the
bec
music and go through the hassle of making sure you get them in studio and going through the hassle of making sure that their vocals are crisp and right and redoing 100 takes? Why can't we put this in a generator
exactly, exactly.
and
Yeah,
just
you
give it
got it.
out to the masses?
Yeah, you got it because it's easy. That's exactly why.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean, and you know, what is auto tune at the end of the day?
not
Like,
AI.
you know
It's
what I'm
not
saying?
AI.
It's not AI. It's not AI, but it's a form of correction, a form of
Right.
perfection.
It is giving, and for all intents and purposes, it's giving the person who can't sing the ability or the appearance
Yeah.
to be able to sing. I got you, bro. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
It's correction at the end of the day. It also helps. There's a sense of like, a sense of just correcting. It's auto, you know what I'm saying? So
Autocorrect.
um
Is it, it's autocorrect for the
autocorrect.
voice?
So it's not, yeah. So it's not, it's basically something that you can take your hands off of and let it manipulates something. You know what I'm saying? So if people are going to go as far as to use auto tune, those artists, you know who you are, every single song, then I feel like, is that going to stop people from using AI as well?
Of course not.
Um, yeah,
Of course not. But again, my whole thing is when it comes to that, I mean, like you said, did did Usher telling T Pain that he ultimately ruined music? Did that change the fact that he used it? Did it stop him? He said he was devastated, but did it
he
ultimately
said
stop
he
him
was
from
from
using?
music.
I mean, did it ultimately stop him from using the music? No,
No.
it didn't. So, with it being said, I mean, that's just kind of, again, it's just kind of the world we live in. But the crazy part about it is, I think that there's a war on AI right now because even the Oscars has came out and said they are going to, or they are officially banning AI writing from being able to win awards.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean,
I mean, but
it's just it
I
just
think it's
doesn't.
fair.
Yeah, of course it's fair.
I mean, because literally, bro, I've done this. Go to Chat GPT, bro, and give it a prompt. Tell it any type of story that you want to tell it, or say, hey, I want a story in this form and this fat, bro. I literally told it, bro. I was like, yo, write a story where I'm the supervillain and the hero at the same time. Yet I am the greatest basketball star in the world and nobody knows. Bro, and it spit it out. It
That's
spit it
crazy.
out.
What is this? How did we gotta see how this came out to
Bro,
be?
bro, it was crazy. Like it was, I can't even remember the story. This was a couple years ago, maybe about a year ago, but I can't really remember the story. But yeah, I mean, that's what it was. Like it was so easy and whatever you want it to be, bro. I was working in a dental office at the time, and it was a bunch of wrestling fans there, like WWE, SmackDown wrestling fans. And we made a whole character list of WWE, like what our WWE personas would be, and what our special moves would be, and like it was wild, bro. Like
Chat GPT.
bro, Chat GPT done changed the world, bro.
I don't have Chat GPT.
Why not? What you
Yes.
use? What you use? Google, what is it, Gemini? Or do you use Google AI? What you use?
I mean, if I'm really like trying to really look for information, then yeah, pretty much like Google AI. If I'm just trying to get some quick information that I don't have to dig on multiple sites for, I know it's just gonna have it for me on Google AI. But nothing really past that, and I don't be
What
throwing
should we
nothing in
do
there
in a
with it.
situation with AI not going anywhere, obviously, and
Yeah.
it only getting stronger? I mean, I think Spotify took a step in the right direction. I think that the Oscars took a step in the right direction because a lot of these people, I remember Kaylani was talking about it. A lot of these people are a bit, they feel disrespected when people, you heard about the AI artist that got $3 million record deal, and
Yeah.
she didn't care about you guys knowing that she was AI. Like, she literally went to and was like, "Yo, yeah, this is AI. This is exactly how I did it, and you can do it too. Like, you can help prevent forest fires." Like, that's like that's the way that she was speaking on it, and she went
Yeah.
through and explained the entire thing with no shame at all, bro.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, is it kind of one of them things where you get it or get left behind? Is that kind of what we're talking about?
I mean, you're going to eventually have to, get on board. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know in terms of like generating things. Um, some things I feel um, like artists, you know, AI generating something. I think that's definitely different than painting something, putting it on a canvas, or drawing something. You know what I'm saying?
But it can,
I think.
bro. That's the crazy part. Like, and being putting it on a canvas or whatever, that is an artist, right? That is
Mhm.
somebody that creates art. It's, again, AI is very helpful. It takes some of the stuff that I have to do for the hip hop corner down to, bro, I ain't gotta really create thumbnails no more. Bro, do you know how much time that took
Everybody.
trying to get reference photos, trying to, these people are creating videos and having AI videos attached to their commentary these days. And I
Yeah.
I used to look at it, bro, and be like, this looks nothing like, say if they're talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z looks AI in real life. But say they're talking about Jay-Z. Bro, they sitting there like, none of these people really don't look like these people. And they're getting all these views. People are really watching this.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care. We literally have gotten into a world or an era where people just do not care when it comes to that.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, why would they? Because everybody is using it. I mean, everybody's on the same thing. So
Bro,
yeah.
in that same dental office, our higher ups, our leads would write email. And it's crazy because I guess because I use it so much, I can tell. But bro, they were writing and formatting emails to the team or to the company utilizing AI, bro. Coming up with coming up with letters to send to people using an AI template.
Mm.
Like, there's no thinking involved in any of this anymore. And like I said, in my situation, in creating all of this, it does nothing but make it easier for me. I can focus more on our content and getting our content out than I can on, than what I used to have to do when I'm talking about, you know, uh creating thumbnails and trying to get reference photos and finding out what, this is going to be and how that's going to look like. I'm now able to be in a point and just be like, all right, I got all of that. We did our recording, we did all of that. Boom, AI, cool, excellent. Now I can go to the next task. It
Yeah.
does give me more time I can spend with my family because I'm not spending as much time on this. But I don't know, bro. It's an epidemic. It's crazy out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know
Yeah.
what else is crazy, bro? I was, we still attached to the CHH community and will forever be because, we understand what that did for us and we understand what we are in the community. But I saw a Nikkei who was on a live with John Keith and Deal, and they were talking about how you should not use Christian remixes to build your brand, that it should not be a marketing strategy, that if you're doing that, like you shouldn't be. It's almost like a cringe thing to do. Like, hey, if you do 1 or 2 in any case, like, yo, I do it sometimes if I need to get a song out my head and renew my mind, but we really ain't about that. And the only thing I can think about is the fact that all them niggas did that. Like, I find
Yeah.
it very interesting that this is the hill that they're willing to die on. But I say it like this all the time. Those that wouldn't otherwise look at your music or find your music or see your music, it's going to do that because they, one, recognize the beat. So that's already going to have caused a pause, right? And
Yeah.
then they're going to hear your lyric. And then ultimately, if they really like rocking with you, they're going to rock with you. What are your thoughts on this, man?
I think that there's just always going to be a market for that, especially for a younger Christian audience. Um, there's just always going to be people that like it. And I think that there's just going to be a handful of people that don't like it so much. Um, I remember, back in the day, liking Christian flips, Christian hip hop flips, because I was in high school and I would hear some of these mainstream songs played in the hallways all the time. But when I would hear a Christian artist do it, to me that was cool because they were talking about things that I agree with. They were talking about things that worship God. So, and it just made it cool. You know what I'm saying? Because those things, a lot of those songs, you're singing it anyways, you know, and then you get the flip, and it's like, okay, this is a dope flip alternative. With that being said, that's something I was into when I was younger, when
So
I
you
was
don't
in high
you
school.
have, for lack
But
of a
that
better
was something
term, you
I
have
grew up.
flipped.
That's something that that's just something that I've grew out of at this point though. I don't really I'm not really into hearing or listening to Christian flips of mainstream songs. They're okay. I know and realize the artistic gifts that Christian hip hop artists do have.
This
Like the
nigga gay,
artists
bro.
that we have mentioned. And I take confidence that they can make something just as dope that doesn't have to be flipped. And when you're dealing also with these artists that are sonically inspired, anyways,
Yeah,
by these artists, by these mainstream artists, they're sonically inspired, anyways. So a lot of times they're taking
it was
cues
good,
and they're taking
Victorious.
notes
Yeah, keep going.
about everything in general when they listen to these songs. So whenever they're creating their art from scratch, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna sound like what you're hearing in those flips anyway. So I like to stand when I was like deep in this genre, I used to love to stand on the fact that we made a lot of dope art. And we had a lot of giftedly talented people who could write and spitters. You have your spitters, you have your writers, you have your wavy artists. If we go on, a few years ago with 1K Few and Paris Chariz, and even still to this day. And then you have your heavy
Yeah, shouts
spitters
out to
like,
1K. He just dropped the album Any Given Sunday. I gotta get at a listen. I
yeah.
haven't done it just yet, but yeah,
And then
they
you
still out
still
there.
have your heavy spitters like a no big deal, you know what I'm saying? Like a Miles Minnick, so you still have these guys who gonna still make some crazy art that you just like, man, I'm extremely impressed, about this.
Yeah.
So
Vic says he agrees with you. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of in that realm as well. So if I'm being honest, I hate the damage that the flips did to me. And what I mean by that is I find myself, for example, okay, Super Bass, Nicki Minaj's Super Bass, right? Love that song. One of my favorite songs. However, when that song comes on, I can't help but sing the Trackhead remix. super praise. And it's almost automatic. It is not on
Yeah.
purpose. It is not like it is really automatic because I've heard it so much that when that song comes on, bro, I sing super praise. And
But
so
Trackhead, they were giftedly talented
they
singers, and
were,
it's
they
hard
were.
to like who was that? T Nick. I know
Hey,
T Nick
hey,
was a
shouts out to
really,
T Nick.
really
Yeah,
talented singer, right? And it's hard to
yeah.
deliver if you're singing. However, if you're rapping, how difficult is it to replace super bass with super praise and just you're
I
just
mean,
throwing
it's
super
super
praise?
easy. Hey,
It's
hey, Day Day,
not.
for real. Shout out to Trackhead family. They did covers better than the original artist, and I agree. I agree. I wouldn't say their Amelie remix was better than Wayne's, but definitely in a lot of situations, their remixes were better than the
You know,
original artist. I agree.
a
Yeah.
lot of things just don't need a flip. Just don't need the flip. Because
But
you know
when you
what?
but I
You
think you
really,
made a
you
good hold on,
really,
but I think you made a good point, right? When when it is one, when you're a young Christian, let's start there. When you're a young Christian, especially if you were listening heavy to that type of music, right? When you are a young Christian listening heavy to, or you're trying to fight the temptation of listening to that type of music, these remixes or these flips come in handy because like you said, man, I'm in high school, I'm hearing these songs regularly in the hallways anyway, or I'm riding with my friends or whatever the case is, and that's what they playing. I
Mhm.
have no choice but to fight that with the alternative because I want to hear it, my flesh want to hear it, my ears, it's good, it's appealing to the ears, right? So
Yeah.
I want to hear it, but being in the rooted and grounded the way that I am, you know what I'm saying? I tend to try not to listen to that. So these flips give me what I want in the form of the beat, but they change the lyrics a little bit, and then I think it keeps me from it. But again, I'm forever damaged because of it, if I'm being honest, because there are a few songs that I cannot listen to without singing the flip. Now, some would say that that may
It's
be good.
even, but it's the melody that you love the most,
No,
right?
no, that ain't.
It's the
No, that ain't.
melody.
That was. Hey, that song was a hit, bro. Drop it low for Jesus, bro. That song was a hit. That was a hit, bro. No, you're not
So
gonna do.
it's the melody and sonically what you really like
That's
about
true.
that
That's
song.
true. Not really what they talk. Well,
More
okay, I'll give
so
you that. Yeah,
more so than the
than the
flip,
lyrics
because the
itself.
flip
Yeah,
would not hit if it wasn't for that melody
yeah,
and if sonically it wasn't pleasing to the ear.
yeah.
And that's why I say there's some creativity to it to a certain aspect, but I think it's to a certain aspect and it only goes so far. But I think that ultimately,
So what
sonically,
if? So what if a Christian?
you appreciate the melody of what you're hearing, and the flip makes it better, obviously, and you can connect with the lyrics that they're changing up. But I think ultimately, what's key is that melody. Like let's
So
not get it twisted.
what if the Christian artist came? What if there was one Christian artist that came, and all they did, essentially, Trackhead did this? And I guess we
Yeah.
can ask the question: is this what ultimately led to Trackhead's demise? Say if a Christian artist came out and all they did was Christian remixes. At that point, would that? I mean, is that a bad thing? Because ultimately, that's what Anike was saying. If that's your entire marketing strategy, if that is the only way that you get people listening to you, by doing Christian remixes. I'm gonna do this Christian remix. I'm gonna get this
Yeah.
following, and I'm gonna have this ginormous following. Like, can that be detrimental to you? We talk about the Trackhead family. I'm about to pull them up right now. We talk about the Trackhead family, right? And they were great. Trackhead actually released somewhere like 4 or 5 albums for real.
Yeah.
And they were great. But
Yeah, they was
ultimately,
dropping. They was,
I mean, it was
man,
like
they was
every
dropping them like,
popular song you could think about. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? They had a record for. But my thing is, my thing is, was that ultimately what led to their demise? Was it that they could not find,
I don't know.
you
Are
know,
they still, they not around no more? Do they
bro,
not?
last time I checked, they wasn't. Last
Yeah.
time I checked that, I mean,
You
bro,
know,
they got
so they had a lot of members, right? They had a
they
lot.
yeah, they did. Looks
They
like
had
the
a
last
few.
thing on YouTube I got something from 2022, I think.
More recent than you
Um
think.
Yeah, I guess you're right. More recently than you think. I got one October 15th, 2023, but I don't believe that says recent. They got a Jesus is coming to town. That more than likely is probably a Michael Jackson flip. Um, and yeah, yo, B plus, what is good, Brody? Yes, sir. Good to see you in here, man. For real. Hey, B plus is in there. Holy
What up, B
Culture's
plus?
finest. What's good, baby?
What
Um,
up?
yeah, bro. So I mean, ultimately, is that what happened with Trackhead? I mean, you tell me.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if that's the only thing that, yeah. I mean, I don't. Did they have any original like? They have
I,
any original
I
songs?
think if I'm not mistaken,
They have a
on
couple.
yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. If I'm not mistaken, on like one of their last albums, maybe their last couple albums, um, they had some like they were like mixing in.
Hmm.
They would like mix it in. So, for example, bro, I'm about to pull this up right now. There is, oh shoot, not like the well, that'd be all right. Give me a second. So, in this track listing, right? They got, OMG. That was that Usher
Usher.
remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, the OMG was the Usher remix. There go my Jesus. Another one. There go my Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another Usher remix. Praise no matter what. I know they had a Black and Yellow remix. What we on now? Heart Attack, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
like this is their normal thing, and they had a good run. At least I would think so. You're talking about 5 projects, 2010. What? They probably stopped making music around 2016 ish, 2017. Most of these people don't get that far, bro.
Yeah, they were popular enough. Like I said, there was a market for it. I mean, and to be fair, I feel like they were really the ones that were doing it heavy. Not a lot of people did it like them.
But you know
They
what?
were.
And Vic wanted up bringing up a good point in regards to this. He says doing a remix where I mimic every flow and every cadence of the original artist is too much for me. At the most, I just freestyle over the beat with my own vocal style. But see,
That's
that's what
different. That's
that
different. That's
that that
totally different.
that is. But we're talking about Trackhead, right? They did that.
Yeah.
Trackhead would literally mimic every
Yeah.
cadence,
Yeah. Every
every
cadence,
every
every,
flaw, every
yeah,
melody, every up and down, like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and ultimately, if I'm being honest, bro, that made it better. That made it easier. That made it like you weren't missing out by not listening to the regular version.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounded like the regular version.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the
All the
lyrics,
way, all the
just
way.
the lyrics were switched, but it would sound
Yeah,
like the regular version, you know. They
yeah.
don't
So
miss that for sure.
again, to get back to the point, they said don't make it your entire marketing strategy. I can get with that in a sense of maybe you shouldn't do. But I mean, if they like you, they like you, right? So when
Yeah.
they come and see you, sure they're going to look for more Christian remixes, but I believe at some point they're going to check out your original music. At some point, you brought up T Nick, right? T
Yeah.
Nick was somebody who we recognized in the Trackhead family as somebody who legitimately had talent. Legitimately. Like if he would have branched
Yeah,
out and
yeah.
made it, if he would have
Yeah,
branched out and
no, so that's why I said like even the melody itself, like yeah, I understand that's what you're connected to. But somebody like a T Nick, um, So when we talk about, the "There Goes My Baby, There Goes My Jesus,"
Yeah,
and for majority of the part, the whole entire song is falsetto.
that's
So
true.
T
Yeah,
Nick is
yeah,
having to deliver that
yeah. He
song
does have to deliver
falsetto
that. Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
its
yeah.
entirety. So
Yeah.
something like that I can appreciate because that's difficult to do. If
Right.
you're a singer and even though you may be flipping a worldly song, to do it
You
in
still
the
got to be able
way
to
of
carry it.
hitting
Yeah, you
exact
still got to be able to
notes and
carry it.
stuff
Yeah,
like that, if you're a
yeah.
singer, then to me that's pretty difficult to do. I wouldn't suggest doing a whole album of that or making it your career,
I mean,
as
they did it.
that's the whole
They did it.
as that's the whole point of this. But
Yeah.
yeah, nah, I wouldn't take away from T Nick's vocal ability at
Right.
all as it pertains to
So
that.
your talent, if you're doing that, your talent can still shine through, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Speaking
For
of,
sure.
just for a quick quick sidestep here, who you taking? T Nick in the ability of singing and rapping. T Nick, Mike Teasy, or Aaron Cole?
Now I'm like trying to figure. I'm like, did we do this before?
Well, I think at one point we did this and we included Andy Mineo, but I think one could say that Andy Mineo.
I mean, I'm
Um,
taking Mike Teasy. I'm taking Mike
okay, hold on,
Teasy's
hold on, hold
singing,
on.
and I'm taking Aaron Cole's rapping.
No, 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 no. If you had to make a rate, and I'm actually take T Nick out of this because I got a better one. I'm gonna take T Nick out of this because he's not as recognized in the Christian hip hop community as the next person I'm about to bring up. But you had an album. You have to make an album, and you say, "Hey, I need this album to bang both on the R&B charts
Mm.
and the hip hop charts." Are we taking Mike Teasy, Aaron Cole, or Aha Gazelle?
It's aha,
Come on, chat. Let me know what
you
y'all
know,
think. You going with Aha?
bro,
You going with
bro.
Aha?
With rapping and singing,
Vic
bro.
got
Like,
Aha. Vic got
nah,
Aha.
I don't know if I'm going with aha
But I'm just
with
saying, I'm
rapping and
saying, Vic
singing.
agreed. Vic got Aha.
Aha,
That's hard, ain't it? See, that's hard. I'm gonna let
Aha's
you
a
go and then
good
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna go.
singer. Aha's a good singer, but
Free
like
Barabbas.
rapping, I don't know if I'm putting just rapping like pen to paper. Like I don't know if I'm gonna put him over Mike Teasy or Aaron Cole like that, bro.
I don't
But
know.
wave,
Aha got a
but
pen, bruh.
sonically, but hold on, hold on, hold on. But
Aha got a pen. Yeah.
sonically, wavy, singing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Aha. I'm gonna go
As
with his
far
style
so
of
so
music.
so so I hear what you're saying. So if you just had to make an album that
If
won't
I were,
miss, like if you say, hey, this is look, the Martians have a death ray pointed to the earth. Okay.
bro, like God is not a genie.
Oh,
Is God? God is
hold
not a
on,
genie,
bro.
bro. From
Hold on,
Aha
bro.
Gazelle and
Hold on, bro.
Punanimic.
Kristen Gray? Hey,
Oh,
they
Christian
said
Gray.
Kristen Gray.
Hey, Christian Gray might.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, legit
How
though.
could I
Christian
not?
Gray, bro.
How could
Christian
I
Gray,
not?
bro. Christian Gray though.
Wow.
Christian Gray was a sing, bro. Actually, singing Christian Gray is probably
He
they probably
clears.
don't want it. They
Yeah,
probably
he
don't want it with
clears.
Christian Gray
Yeah, Kristen
singing.
Gray clears as far as
They don't
as
want.
far
They
as
don't want.
singing. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm
And
with that.
shouts out to Mike Teasy and
Yeah.
Aaron
Hey,
Cole,
see,
but they don't
shouts
want
out.
it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. They don't with singing, bro. Nobody wants it with Christian Gray.
But
And
he
then
can rap
rapping,
too.
and
But
he
I
was a
think
spitter too. He could
but I
rap
think
too.
his rapping was more, by the way, I mean his brother definitely puts pen to pad very well. But
Yeah, yeah.
I think when it comes to Kristen Gray, I think it's more along the lines of it was a surprise that he could rap
Bro.
so well. I think that's what it was
Yeah.
with Chris. Like his singing,
Now rapping wise, like I don't know if I'm putting him, with Mike Teasy or Aaron Cole from that standpoint, or even Aha Gazelle really. But like, but combo wise, yeah, he might be the go to that shit, bro. He might be the go,
Combo, yeah. I don't.
bro.
So
But
okay, so
he,
I have to get my hold on.
I
Big Sense.
said
For some
might be.
reason, I like Aaron's rapping over singing. His flows feels timeless. I like both Aha singing and rapping. I haven't listened to a lot of Mike in a while. Mike is more of a singer. I would say Mike is in that. See, this is the crazy part. When we talk about Mike, AC, and Kristen, all three of them niggas lean more towards the singing spectrum. Not saying that they can't rap, but they're if you say, okay, I need a singer nigga, if you say I need a hook, I need a fire hook, I can go get one of these niggas and I know they're not gonna fuck it up. Like that's kind of where we at on that. Not saying that's not Aha. I'm just saying that that's where they're more lean. I got into Aha. To me, Aha is more of like a Fetty Wap, right? Or even like, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah,
raps, but it's a melodic rap. Like I kind of want to say a
yeah.
Future.
That's why like
I
that.
kind of
That's
want to
why
say a
like when it
Future, but he's not.
yeah.
Future
That's why as
raps.
it pertains to Aha, if if you know, like you said, Aha, he's more so like melodic.
Yeah,
90%
more
of
like a
his
Drake.
songs.
Maybe more like a Drake, right?
Yeah, Aha's yeah, Drake. He's melodic a lot, but Aha can sing though. He still can sing.
Yeah, and
And
well, very well.
pen to paper. If you take away his melodies, take away his melodies from his rapping, he's going to be rapping. He is rapping if you take away his melodies, but for the
Yeah,
most part, that's his lane is the melodical rap.
yeah.
So to me, it's just
But he
kind of
be
different.
doing,
It's just a
bro.
little different. Like,
But he be doing runs and his shit and
yeah,
everything, bro.
no, for sure he does. But when I see Mike Teasy, and like I feel like there's a major difference between his rapping and his singing. Like, you know, he does melodical rap as well, but if he wants to spit and rap without melody, he's going to do that. If he wants to sing and really sing and do harmonies and vocals, he's going to do that. Mike Teasy is going to do that.
Yeah,
And I think Mike
yeah.
Teasy is closer to Kristen Gray as it pertains to that,
Harmony wise,
being
Mike Teasy is like
being
that.
more balanced,
Mike Teasy
being
is like that harmony wise,
being
bro. He
yeah,
is.
being more balanced. I think Mike Teasy might be the best balance. Honestly, I think he might be the best balance. Aaron Cole's rapping though is like ridiculous.
It is.
But singing, I mean, I'm not sure
I
if
mean,
it's
AC
no, he's
is.
good. He's a good singer. He is a good singer. But I'm talking about Mike Teasy singing and his harmonies and his gospel flavors that he'll
Oh,
do.
you say that
He got
Mike
a song.
Teasy. You would say Mike Teasy displays it a bit more, like the
Oh, for
ability to
sure.
actually
Me
sing.
per me, me
Okay.
personally, I feel
Okay.
like I've seen Mike Teasy's vocal ability displayed way more
Okay.
than Aaron Cole's.
Okay.
Though Aaron Cole, you know, he's gonna sing his hooks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just believe that Mike Teasy's vocal ability has been displayed more. Um,
Yeah. So my
yeah,
thing is,
a little bit more.
so AC. I mean, AC is a singer who, to me, um, can rap. I would say the same thing about TZ and Kristen Gray. Aha Gazelle was somebody that I actually thought was a singer first, like, or yeah. Man, that's kind of hard. See, that's the problem with, bro. He a unicorn. Aha's a unicorn. Because like you said, Wavy can make record. Like if we're talking about, like I said, Martians have a death ray at the earth, and they say, "Hey, I need you to make a project that can top both of the charts with no misses." I gotta go Aha. I gotta go
Yeah,
Aha because every he's going to touch every corner. He's going to
yeah,
give you your vibes. He's going to give you your waves. He's going to give you some rap and really talk up like
yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? Because he has moments where he just stops his singing and just gives you
yeah.
bars,
Aha
no
gonna rap
melody,
as
no
well.
nothing. He just
Yeah,
gives you bars. And
he
then
gonna
he's
rap as
got,
well.
he's got something for the ladies, even though. You know what I'm saying? So Man, yeah, and I hate yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to go if I had to make the choice.
You
Ooh,
choose the aha.
yeah,
Damn,
if I had to
aha.
make the choice. When I say the top both of the charts, I gotta choose aha because like I see it a little bit different with AC. With AC, I think he's displayed his vocal ability. I actually
Think
wish he
so?
rapped more. I
You
wish
think
he
so?
rapped more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish AC rapped a lot more because I
Yeah.
just think
So I
he's
feel like
so
yeah.
gifted in
So
being
I
able
know
to
there
put
was a point.
raps together.
So I know there was a point he was kind of on this whole singing. Uh, was it
And shouts out to
contemporary
AC
type?
real quick. Hold on, let me say this real quick before you get in. Shouts out to AC. He got a record where he's sampling um You Make Me Wanna by Usher, bro. He got a record with he just
Really?
cleared that. Yes, bro. He got the
Dang, bro.
record cleared.
Am I
Yeah.
sleeping on AC, bro?
Yeah,
You
bro.
telling me
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on Aaron
Yeah,
Cole,
bro.
bro?
He just got that. Hey, you
Hey,
want to know what else
bro.
is crazy?
I might be sleeping on Aaron
Hey,
Cole's
you want to know what
vocals,
else is
bro. I
crazy?
might be
Guess
sleeping on his
guess who
vocals.
we got to announce the new joint of the day in Usher in the Spirit? Because that's the name of the record, by the way. Guess who we got to announce the new joint of the day, bro?
Oh.
AJ from AJ and Free from 106 and
Oh
Park, my
wow,
nigga.
really? That's
Yes.
dope.
Ain't that
That's
crazy?
dope.
So,
Yeah, that's
with
dope.
that being said, AC,
Hey,
yeah,
I might be sleeping on Aaron Cole, bro.
he can AC can sing. He can sing
Wow.
his ass off.
Man,
He
I know he could sing, but
but I don't think he gets enough credit for his rapping. I wish he rapped a bit more. But if we're
really.
saying we have to choose, no disrespect to anybody, bro, but I'm going with I. Especially if we're talking about Christian hip hop and what you're trying to do with it. Again, I is like Christian hip hop adjacent at this
Yeah.
point. But if we're talking
Yeah.
about like, hey, I don't want you to say, oh, that's Christian hip hop and immediately turn it off, I'm going aha. Hands
Aha's
down.
like that.
Hands down, I'm going aha,
Aha's
bro.
like that, but I'll say like um Aha's like that, but I'll say I connect a lot with his wavy stuff. A lot of
Yeah,
his
yeah,
melodical
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Uh
You know who should probably do a whole project together? Aha and Paris.
yeah, that'd be fire.
That'd
They
be
got a few
crazy.
songs. They actually do have a few songs together.
They got a few
But
songs. I know, which is
yeah,
why I'm making the point. That's
yeah,
exactly why I'm making the point.
yeah, that would be dope. Actually,
Yeah,
that'd be pretty dope.
yeah, if they would actually make a record together, or like a full project, bro, that'd be insane.
I think Paris could do a collab project with a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, honestly.
You know, he is. What are you saying? Is he the Ty Dolla Sign of Christian hip hop, bro?
Paris
Is he
go.
the perfect seasoning?
Hey, you
You
want to
could
know what
take
though?
Paris and put
I
him
feel
on any
like
record, and he fits
you
right
want to
in.
know what? At one point, and you know, Paris is still that dude. But I remember at one point, like it was like that where we was randomly hearing Paris careers like just featured on a lot, and it was a beautiful thing to watch, especially since how long that we was on him
Yeah,
and being fans of his. So it
yeah,
was kind of beautiful to see just Paris careers.
bro. Does he have a record? Does he have an album called One Night in Paris?
He does.
No, I'm asking, bro. Would
Oh.
that not be a fire title? Man, come on. Let me see. Let me
One night
see,
in
bro.
Paris.
Bro, One Night
Yeah,
in
but
Bro, that'd be
he was
crazy.
popping up. He was featured on a bunch of stuff, like, and it was crazy to see that. But bro, he's just so gifted, bro. He's
Who
just so gifted,
Paris?
bro. Yeah, bro, he is, bro.
Yeah, nah,
He
bro.
is.
Remember we was calling him Paris Chairs?
Yeah, Paris Chariz. That's back in the day where people was calling him Paris Chariz. But you know what I'm
Ah,
saying? He had to come
yeah,
out there and be like it's Chariz, but
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
nah.
yeah. So you said you're going. You said you're going with. Correct me if I'm wrong. Death Ray Pointed. Need to chart on both. You're going with Teasy. Is that what we're saying?
Chart on both R&B
R and
and
B and hip hop charts. You
R&B
going?
and hip
You're going
hop.
Teasy? See,
Yeah,
my thing
I might go
is,
2C.
when
I
it
might go 2C.
comes to
I might go 2C.
see, and
I don't know. You
like I know with AC I can chart gospelly. I know that. I can chart on the
Yeah.
gospel charts with AC.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Mike Teasy, I know I could chart gospel,
Yeah.
but I
But
don't
we
know if I
talking
could chart. I don't know if I
R&B.
could chart R&B. Yeah, I
I'm
don't know if I could
talking
chart R&B.
R&B.
Yeah,
There's a nigga
I
called
I could.
Uninvited. I don't know if he still makes music, but his name is Uninvited. That nigga could chart R&B. He can chart R&B, bro. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to send you some
Aha
records, bro.
Gazelle could chart R&B, but I know Mike Teasy gonna chart gospel.
No, bro. I'm like,
Like,
look, bro, read it, bro. Read this out loud. Read it right now. Read it, bro. Why would
what,
they do this?
bro? Day
Bro, what is wrong
bro, he wild,
with him?
bro. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, Daddy is bro. He all right. Daddy, go to bed,
Bro,
bro.
Day is a
Go to
child,
bed,
bro.
bro.
This dude
Go to
is a
bed,
child.
bro.
Day is a child, bro.
Bro, I can't do this no
Bro, this
more, bro. I
nigga's
can't do
funny,
this. No,
bro.
bro. That's the end of the
This
stream. We
nigga's
see y'all
funny,
tomorrow, bro.
bro.
We see y'all tomorrow, bro.
Bro, what?
Hey, we done. We done. That's the end of the stream. Thank y'all for coming out, bro. Y'all
Man,
been great, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. What was we saying? Uh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
yeah. No,
bro,
no. What you
if
saying,
I
bro?
want
For
R and
real.
B, if I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
R&B, yeah, I'm going aha. I'm
Yeah,
going.
R and B and hip hop. I think he can give it to us a little bit better. Or a little bit. I'll say a little bit cleaner. I'll say that. If I want to chart gospel, I can go Mike Teasy or AC. And like I said, I think both of them it came to now. Now, granted, I've seen Teasy really put pen to pad and go bananas. I've seen him do that. Matter
Yeah,
of
yeah,
fact, that's what put me on TZ, and then I found out that he can sing, and then I was like, oh, he's more of a singer because
yeah.
that's what it was. I think when it came to AC was I want to say I ran across him singing first and or him rapping first. No, I ran across him singing first, and then it was like, oh, he's kind of like Drake, like he melodically sings or kind of holds the tune for the purpose of the record, but he can get down with his pen as well. Not saying one is better than the other in that aspect. That's just kind of my viewpoint on that. And so,
I
with
ain't even
that
gonna
being
lie,
said,
bro.
yeah,
I've been downloading a lot of Aha Gazelle songs lately. That
bro, me too.
Bagaterius with not Clyde. Bagaterius
Hey,
featuring
that
Aha
nigga not
Gazelle.
Clyde is an
Bro,
animal, bro.
bro. Aha Gazelle is featured on I don't know if it's a Not Clyde project or not, but he's featured on a song called Bagaterius, and that joint is hard, bro.
Bagaterius,
Yeah, and there's a point where he like Aha Gazelle comes in with a harmony harmonizing with the melody of the chorus, the hook, and he just flows in and he just starts spitting. That song is hard, bro. That
bro.
song is hard.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. When we are talking about Aha Gazelle, bro, like what he's able to do. And it's crazy because you think you've heard everything that Aha can do, and then he'll hit you with something else that is
Bro.
insane,
I
bro.
had I had God is Not a Genie on repeat, bro. That went triple platinum in my car.
Bro, my
Not
thing
going.
is when it comes to, bro, a lot of people that I jump on, pause, but a lot of people that I jump on and I start becoming fans of their music, I normally don't go back to their old stuff because I am afraid that it doesn't match or doesn't live up to the hype of where you're at now.
Bro.
But I made it a point after Aha did like a little bit beforehand, but once he got signed to Reach and all of that, I went back to check his bro. This nigga, when Shay stood up there and said my whole life is consistent, bro, that's Aha.
Yeah, yeah.
Fourth
He killed
quarter,
them.
ball in his hand, down
Yeah.
2 points. I'm giving it to Aha, bro. Every
Yeah,
time.
he been
Every time,
consistent.
bro.
Yeah, he been consistent.
So you got I mean, I want to make this clear. Who do you have in it? Did you actually make your pick? Because it seems like you going through AC and Mike Teasy. Like, who you got?
Bro, R&B, bro, it's just that R&B part. I don't know. I mean, Mike Teasy, I like his R&B, bro. I like his R&B stuff, bro. But I
Yeah.
don't know. But he has done like 4 R&B projects. And he's a rapper, but he's a rapper too.
Right. Right. Is
Bro, he's
he's
a rapper.
hard to
Bro, but he can rap. Bro,
pin
I'm
down?
going with Mike Teasy. I'm going with Mike Teasy.
So you
Mike
going Mike
Teasy can
Teasy.
rap. But if I'm talking about bro, I'm just like, if I'm talking about, bro,
It's hard, ain't it?
yeah, bro.
Hold on, let me I'm
I
putting on
really
this
want to go with Mike Teasy.
then go with Mike Teasy, bro. Be a man of your own convictions, bro.
Bro, I'm going with Mike Teasy. But you know what though? I've been listening to a lot of Aha lately, and I've been downloading a lot of his songs, or adding a lot of his songs to my library.
So why are we going
Um
Mike Teasy?
'Cause
Because you believe that he can kill the R&B side of it?
I just feel
Is that
like
kind of
I just how good of a singer Mike Teasy is.
yeah.
Just just
Just
based off of how
strictly
good of
based
a singer
just
he
strictly
is.
based on that.
Yeah, like how good of a singer he is. But like I said, it may be more appropriate like hip hop and gospel. He'll go hip hop and gospel. Just because I just feel like his,
Okay, I see what you're saying, but that ain't
you
what
know what
I
I'm
asked you,
saying?
but I
Like
see
I
what
just
you're
feel like
saying.
his
Yeah.
style is more. I just feel like if I'm going with Mike Tizzy. If I hear like Aha Gazelle, just because Aha Gazelle is wavy and he can sing, but if I feel like I hear Aha Gazelle just spit out some Usher worthy or Chris Brown type stuff, then I would say you got me on the R&B part.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
Okay. I like
you
that.
know
I
what I'm
like that.
saying? But
Okay. I like that.
you're not gonna hear Aha Gazelle bust out with no Chris Brown or Usher type vocals. I mean, you just
Okay.
not.
Okay.
He's
I
gifted.
do like that. I
He
do.
can
But I
sing.
think what messes it up.
He's giftedly talented. And he can sing, and he sings on his own records.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not saying he's a better singer than Mike Teasy. I mean,
Okay. No, I like that. I like that. I
pure
think that
singer. I mean.
yeah. Hey,
Shouts
Lakers
out,
and hey,
shouts
hey,
out to,
don't no
shouts out
Lakers
to
talk right
Aha
now.
Gazelle though, because
We
he's
got
like
that
more of
coming.
my. Shouts out to Aha Gazelle though,
He's
because
more your vibe.
in terms of
Yeah.
in terms of what I
Yeah,
listen to,
yeah.
he's more my vibe. You
But
know,
if we're
he's more my
if
flavor.
we're being honest and we're talking, so
Yeah,
you going I guess I'm not mad at the teasy point.
bro. I just bro
Yeah, yeah, I guess I'm not mad at the teasy point. I guess
the
I look
comment,
at
bro. He might be the closest to Kristen Gray, and Kristen Gray had the best arsenal of singing and rapping that I feel like that this genre sing. And when I mean singing, I mean like singing. Like that boy was singing. And he was signed to
yeah,
Kurt Franklin's For Your Soul Records. And so that should tell you
that
like
he's an artist,
what
like
he
for
was.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
there's
I
like
get
he was the singer in this Christian hip hop genre for sure.
yeah,
Kristen
yeah.
Gray was.
I guess
So and
I
I just feel like Mike
guess
Teasy might be the closest to him.
I guess I judge it based off of what R&B is today.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I think that's why I lean so heavily to Aha Gazelle. When we talk
Christian
about
Gray actually he basically released the R&B album. That first album, School of
School
Roses,
of Roses,
was
yeah,
was
yeah,
an
that was
R&B album.
R&B.
Like
What, bro? That was a penny dropper album,
and
bro.
then he
That
was
was a penny
rapping
dropper.
and
He,
then he was rapping and spitting with King uh man, what's the Kings group that he was a part of? We Live as
yeah, we
Kings.
live as
He was
kings. Yeah,
rapping and
yeah.
spitting a part of We Live as
You
Kings.
wanted to
So,
call him King's Dream. I get it, bro. I
bro,
get it. I get it, bro.
I was
I get
like,
it.
man,
But
We Live as Kings need to come
I
back.
mean, and he held his own with Jay Givens. You know, I know that. Whoa,
Yeah.
I know that's a word that we don't say in Christian hip hop. But I mean, he held his own with Jay Givens, who was at the time known as um, one of the most lyrical rappers within the sport. or one of the
Yeah.
most lyrical rappers
Yeah.
within Christian hip hop. Um,
Yeah.
but I do agree with you. Like I said, I'm more or less basing it off of what R&B is today. R&B outside of the women's side of R&B, we don't really have Tanks anymore. We don't really have Tyrese's anymore. Like we don't really have, you know what I'm saying? There is no Luther Vandrosses, and there are no, you know what I'm saying? There's not Big Luther, Skinny Luther. Like there are not these men wise people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you got Jay and Chris on, Just Mike. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have that. That's what they say. Hey Alexa, play Just Mike
Just my featuring
featuring
the
Jay and
crew.
Chris. Yeah, featuring the crew. But I think that so in thinking about that and in talking about what today's Christian hip hop is, or not Christian hip hop, but what today's R&B is, that's where I kind of say I'm going to lean Aha Gazelle because he's going to give me a CB type of what R&B is. Not a fine China, not a take you down, not a, you know what I'm saying? Not these songs where he's really showing his vocal ability, but these more Jacquees-esque type. Like Jacquees is going to run you under the table, but Jacquees is hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like hip hop today or R&B today is more Fetty Wap, if anything. Now, when we
Yeah.
get on the women's side, yeah, you have your Jasmine Sullivans and your Janae Eikos, and you know what I'm saying. Just for rounding purposes, you have your Brandies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your Scissors, and you have, so the women's side of that, they're always going to hold down the R&B, like traditional quote unquote R&B. They subject matter may be a bit more hip hop than I would say, but the way that they're going to sing and the way that they're going to lull you and coddle you and really speak to you, like that's out there. But the men are not doing that, bro. Not for real. You think about somebody like Tory Lanez, bro, who's honestly probably one of the greatest creatives out there. But you think about somebody like Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez can sing his ass off, but he makes hip hop records. Even when he's singing, he makes hip hop records.
Yeah.
So based off of what R&B is today, I gotta go
Mhm.
with Aha Gazelle. You go TZ because I said R&B and you're thinking, real R&B and flexing the R&B muscles. But I gotta go Aha Gazelle. There's no shot to AC because we know he has that vocal ability. I personally just wish that, bro rapped a bit more. Granted, we've been away for a little bit, so maybe he does rap a lot more now. But based off of what I remember, AC doesn't flex that muscle as much as he could be. Bro, I'm trying to wait on our resident sports analyst to get in here. I told him we would try to hold this topic out till 10 o'clock, bro, but he ain't responded to the chat, so I don't know what's going on.
Man,
And I
he might
really
be
don't.
caught up. Might
I
have
mean,
to
he might be, bro. I told him, I was
just
like,
tell him do it. Just
I
get
was like
on.
9. He said 9:30, maybe 9:45. I held it to what the time now is, 10:09. And with that being said, we're just about to jump into it. So the Lakers fans are crying right now. I'm seeing the memes, bro. I'm seeing how they're holding out hope that they are going to beat the Thunder. We got what we wanted. This is exactly what everybody was asking for. How do you see this series playing out? Thunder
Man,
versus the Lakers.
you
Lakers
can't
in 7
stop.
is what Vic said, bro. Lakers in
Uh,
7.
who said that?
Vic, bro. He says Lakers in 7. I don't know
Hey
what he's
Vic, you
smoking, but
can't. You
please
ain't
give me some of
stopping.
that.
Vic, you ain't stopping this belt. I'm sorry, you ain't stopping this leather. Y'all not stopping, bro. Lakers are cooked, bro. I'm happy that we can. Hopefully we'll be sending LeBron off. Until retirement. Bron to
He's not
retirement.
retiring, bro. Don't be
So here's
disrespectful. You know how I
all
feel
right.
about
So
Brian, bro. Don't be disrespectful.
all right. So here's the thing. We basically we eliminated an aging Kobe and Lakers, and We sent them on their way back in the day, and then we did the same to Dirk and the Mavericks, and then we did the same to Tim Duncan and the Spurs.
Okay, so you're noticing a pattern here. I
So
got it.
there's a sense of history that we're
Okay.
talking
All right.
about
All right.
that
I feel you.
has to be completed. You know what I'm saying? As it pertains to the Thunder
This ain't
sending,
job's not finished.
yeah,
Yeah.
as it pertains to the Thunder sending, players past their primes on their way.
To the
So
gulag, bro. Do they be
yeah,
sending them to the gulag?
so I mean, hey, you ain't gonna stop this from happening. It's. So with
Hold
that
on, bro.
being
I gotta
said,
come correct. I gotta come
with
correct, bro. Give me a second. Hold that thought. I have to come correct. Give me a second. Because I said I was gonna do this. Give me a second. I can still hold on. Give me a second, bro. I gotta come correct. Because you looking correct. I gotta come correct.
that OKC leather, man, they already know. They already know. Only hope is Luca. Only hope is Luca. And even that man ain't gonna give it to you. Even that man ain't gonna do it for you.
I
Bro, this
like
dude,
the
he
quote,
probably
bro.
trying to.
You
What
made a
you throw
really
it on
good
your
quote
hoodie?
the last time we was on the stream. And I want to say that that quote should be in the thralls of humanity. Because
Yeah.
the thing
Everybody.
is, everybody want to be to until you gotta beat to, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want
Everybody
to
better
beat.
than
Everybody want to
everybody
beat
better
to
than two
until you
until it's
gotta
time to be
beat
better
to. Do
than
you
two.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro?
Yeah, everybody's better than two until it's time to be better than two. And ultimately, I have no worry as it pertains to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in this second round. I mean, we talk about clutch player of the year on his way back to a back-to-back MVP. You know what I'm saying? These are historic things that we're seeing from a guard. I mean, efficiency that of MJ's and Steph Curry's as a guard. I mean, it gets no better than that. So, I mean, I'm expecting Shea to be Shea, obviously, and we got the better team,
Are you
top to
expecting a
bottom.
sweep? Are you calling a sweep?
I'll give them one
I mean,
game.
that's what it sounds like.
LeBron can get them one game. I expect the Lakers magnet ball here and there. In one
You
of
you
those games,
expect
I
you
expect
expect you
a
expect
Lakers
Luca
magnet
Kennard.
ball.
You expect Luca Kennard to come
Yeah,
back
they
through and
gonna
do.
have a magnet ball for one
Yeah,
game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll give them one game. So
All right.
OKC in five. I got
Okay.
OKC in five,
Okay.
and
All
then
right.
we on to the conference finals.
Lakers,
Bro,
makers, shakers,
bro,
Thunder and
it's gonna
five.
be
Is that
so
what?
satisfying sending that fan base on their way, and it only makes it just. It would be more
It's poetic,
satisfying if
bro.
Luca was playing. It'd be because Luca fans, bro. I swear up and down, bro, because they can't let 2024 go. Whenever he won that series, albeit playing worse than Shea, and we all know that PJ
I
Washington won
mean,
them that.
they
But
got there though. They got there. But I mean, Shea did get there, and we won it.
Shea definitely outplayed Luca in that 2024 series. His numbers was way better.
So who you putting it
But
on? You putting it on the fact we didn't have Chet?
we did have Chet, but we didn't have no bigs, but we didn't have Hart. We didn't have Hart or
No, we didn't have
Caruso.
Hart. I'm
That's a
thinking about the
different
year before that.
team.
I'm thinking about 2023. My fault.
No, that's a different team, bro. We didn't have Hart or Caruso. He
Bro,
didn't beat
Caruso matters that much?
yes.
Yeah, he does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
won a
He does.
ring.
Yeah.
We won a ring
Not
with
on the back of
Caruso.
Caruso, bro. It
Yeah,
wasn't on the back of
Caruso
Caruso.
and iHeart. The most important piece is iHeart to that championship because Chet, I mean, that was essentially his rookie year.
Yeah, it
So I
was.
mean he wasn't used to that type of physicality and he had to play center for the whole year. So he wasn't used to that type of physicality of playing against those type of guys. So it just took so much off. iHeart took so much off of Chet. You did not realize us having iHeart made Chet better offensively and
Bro,
defensively.
Chet
And
says that
defensively.
Chet says between him and Alhart, they the best big duo in the league.
I
And
mean, who
I
you
mean,
put?
I see it.
I mean, who you put on? And they won a championship. I don't know who you putting them over.
I think
I
if there
mean,
was a way that they
or I
could
don't
have
know who you
paired
putting over them.
Rudy Gobert and Carl Anthony Towns, I got you. I They're not together right now, but who
They
was it? Boogie Cousins and AD when they was with the Pelicans.
man,
They was
bro.
nice. They were nice, bro.
Well,
We talk,
I mean, was it? But Boogie Cousins was like aging at that point, right? He was
bro, but he
kind of
was
like
still putting up 40-point games in that Pelicans uniform, bro. 30 and 40-point games.
Boogie,
Boogie, yes, my nigga. Yes,
bro.
I know I ain't tripping, bro. I know I'm
Bro,
not
when do
tripping.
you? So when do you got the OKC Thunder winning? I'm
So
looking
I
at
got
you.
oh
If
man.
you
I
can't
don't want
be,
to. So here's my deal. Here's my deal. I believe in the Thunder. I believe that we are going to repeat this year. Uh, because we have the back-to-back MVP. Uh, it scares me a little bit that J Dub doesn't get to play it, but I'm okay with resting J Dub until the conference finals. Um, they were able to pull that series out. Mind you, yes, there was no KD, but there was Afrin Segun. There was Amin Thompson. There was, players that ultimately they said as long as we add KD, we'll be fine. Right? Granted, they didn't get to have Fred Van Vliet, but whatever. So, hey, no. We none of that slander. We're not doing that right now. We're not doing that, Vic. None of that slander. I'll get to it in a second. But when we talk about how they winded up still pulling that out with an aging LeBron, mind you, and a hobbled AR,
bro,
I gotta give them two. You give them one, I gotta give them two.
bro,
I gotta, I gotta
bro,
give them. I have to give them the ability to at least
bro.
make the Thunder
That
say you got to take this series seriously. No pun
that
intended.
Rockets offense was so horrible and sad to watch. Like their offense, they're not cohesive at all. They do this some just give it to somebody and let them try to get a bucket, but nobody else is moving, trying to cut to the basket. So when somebody does get in trouble, or when Segun is backing up and posting up his opponent from the 3-point line for the 100th time in the game, and nobody else is moving, so he can't kick it out to nobody. He's just gonna get locked down or brick a shot up while he's posting that far. I mean, bro, that offense, Houston offense, I know it has to be nauseating for Houston Rockets fan because it was nauseating for me to watch. Like it was so horrible, and I'm sitting there questioning Ime Udoka. Like, is this really the offense that you're okay with displaying? So Jabari Smith Jr. has to hit 6 threes for y'all to have a chance to like. He has to have a magnet ball for y'all to have a chance. It is just not likely for that to happen all the time.
Well,
So
I
it
mean,
was horrible, bro. This team without KD is not very good offensively because all they have is KD. The team without KD offensively is horrible, bro. Their offense was so horrible, no cohesion at all, no togetherness. I mean, it wasn't good. It just wasn't good, bro. It wasn't good.
okay. So you're saying that had they had some functional offense, the Lakers
Yeah,
are
their
saying one,
defense
two, three,
actually
Cancun.
wasn't that bad. Their defense actually wasn't that bad. It's just that, bro, when you get to having to trade score for score with that team, it's just they're not going to be able to score consistently, especially without KD. And I mean, Alfred Sengun, yeah, you talk about Alfred Sengun, but he was pretty much horrible in them games, bro.
I mean,
I mean,
but what I'm
you
saying,
got,
but regardless, what I'm saying is that they had the
bro, you
talent to
got
still
eight.
do something post not having KD. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you got Aiton looking like an all NBA player versus y'all. Like, you think Aiton about to look like that versus Chet and Hartenstein? Man, get out of here.
I mean,
And then our
they got
guard,
on
and then our guards,
They got on DeAndre Ayton's head, bro, for the
and
way
then
that he was playing.
and then
So
our
he kind of
guards
changed a
don't
little
even
bit.
don't. And let's not even talk about the guards. I mean, bro, you letting first off because people talk about the Lakers, the chance that they got. Lakers are leading the league in turnovers, and you think that you're about to have a competitive series with the team that has the most amount of turnovers, and you're leading the league in turnovers? It's just
Bro,
really
the
not. It's a
whole
recipe. It's a recipe for disaster, bro, for the
the
Lakers.
whole
You
point,
cannot turn. And I was watching too. Them turning the ball over versus the Houston Rockets and giving the Houston Rockets chance after chance because of the turnovers. But Houston Rockets' offense is so horrible that they
because you
couldn't
got the king,
capitalize on
bro.
it.
You got
Go
the
out
king,
there, hey,
bro. You got
go
the
out there turning the ball over against the Thunder. They know what's gonna happen.
no. You
They know
right.
what's gonna happen if they get to
No,
turn the
you
ball over
right.
against the Thunder.
I just have to. I don't think.
It's gonna
I,
get bad. It's gonna get bad
it's
real quick.
so. I'm gonna
We
say
gonna
this. I'm gonna say this two
Yeah.
different ways, just in case if it happens. I'll clip it in my favor so that I sound like
You
Nostradamus.
letting the
Okay.
Houston Rockets guards
Here's
making
my
you
deal.
commit
Here's my
turnovers?
deal.
What?
I do not believe the Thunder are going to sweep their way to the finals. You're still playing NBA teams.
They not
Okay.
gonna sweep. Ain't nobody saying they gonna sweep their way to the finals,
You're
especially when
not
we get
going,
to the conference finals.
you're not going 12-0. That's
Shit.
not happening to get to the finals. With that being said, I have to say that I believe the Lakers are going to probably get 2 games. I don't believe they're going to make it 4-3, but they may make it 4-2 on the back of Bron and who Bron is.
You
At
think
the
the
end
Lakers
of the
might
day, bro,
what?
who's stopping Bron, bro?
Who's
Who's
stopping
stopping
Bron?
LeBron? Yes, who's
The
stopping
same
LeBron,
niggas that stopped him for the
bro?
two other games he played against us.
LeBron put up. LeBron put up point 40,001 on our heads, bro.
What are you talking about?
He broke the record, or it's like 30. It was like 38,000, however much it was to break the record. But he put that up
Didn't
on
they
our
lose
head,
that
bro.
game?
No, nigga,
LeBron did.
the Thunder lost that game. It was
You
on
talking about when
us.
he broke Kareem's record?
Yes, the Thunder lost that game. Yes,
Bro,
you don't believe
Google
me?
it, bro.
I'm googling it right now. I'm googling it right now.
Bro, did they win that?
No, nigga, hold on.
Bro, the Lakers didn't win that game.
Yes, they did, bro.
They won that game? Dang, did they win that game?
Did LeBron win the game that he broke the record? Google AI says yes. LeBron James and the Los Angeles
They won
Lakers
that game?
won the game in which he broke the NBA's all-time scoring record in
What
February
what
2023. And the
what was
game, what's up?
what was the score?
133 to 130. So it was close.
Bro, I was
It was close.
like, what? They won that game?
Yes, bro.
It really don't even matter. That was 4 years ago.
No,
Not only
I mean,
that,
I hear you. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
I was just saying, just a
it
little
don't matter.
caveat to keep it in there. Yeah.
It don't matter. That was 4 years ago. Not only that, um, the it's gonna be the same thing that our guards did to him already. He already played 2 games against us, so it's gonna be the same thing that our guards did to them prior. You cannot. They turn the ball over heavy, and LeBron, including LeBron James. LeBron James turns the ball over a lot. If you turn the ball over versus this team, it's gonna get ugly real quick.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
no,
get
no, no.
ugly. Like
We're
you
piranhas. Well, yeah, we're
before
piranhas
you look up,
for
it will
sure.
be a 30 point. It'll be a 30 point gap in like five to 10 minutes. Like, so no, you cannot turn the ball, and that's the main reason why the Lakers were losing 5 because they commit way too many turnovers.
So you got a gentleman's sweep when it comes to the Lakers. Like I said, I'ma
Yeah,
just call it I'ma say 2, just because it is
you can
Brian.
not.
And I believe, what I tell you, your star is gonna get you 2, your coach will get you 1, and the others will get you 1.
Yeah,
I think LeBron is going to be able to get them 2. And at that point, the others are going to be your average
bro.
Joes, and hold on, and I
So
give
you
JJ
expect so
and
hold on,
I
so
give
you think
JJ Redick. Hold on, I give
so we
JJ
do
Redick.
know
I give
So
JJ Redick a lot of credit too, bro. JJ Redick is a brilliant basketball mind, and I believe he is a damn good coach. So with
so
that
what
being said,
game did LeBron just versus the Houston Rockets? What game did LeBron just win by himself
bro,
without him
LeBron had
having to
28
have?
in one of them games, bro. LeBron had 28 in one of them
So you're
hoes.
saying and how much did Luke Kennard score, and how much did the other score?
Let's
We
see.
know Rui, like, so LeBron, he doesn't, he just not at this point in his career where he's legitimately winning you one game or games by himself in the West. And so you're asking him, he could barely do that versus the Houston Rockets. And so you're asking him to do that versus the Thunder when he couldn't do that when he had Luca and Reeves on the floor with him. But you're asking him to do that versus the Thunder by himself. So I need you to logically think
I hear
about
you.
what you're asking him to
No,
do. If he
look,
couldn't
bro.
do it with Luca and Reeves on the floor, what makes you think that he gonna be able to do it? And I already talked to you about this. He literally after that game, and when he found out Luca and Reeves wasn't playing that next game, he was like, "Nah, I'm cool on the Thunder." Like bro,
I mean,
he literally did
I
not
hear
play
you,
that
bro.
next game,
I hear you. But look,
bro.
here's a scoring breakdown, bro. Game 1, 28-7. Game or sorry. Let me see. Game 3, game 2. Okay. So
How many turnovers did he have,
it don't say that, bro. They're trying to protect LeBron at all costs. It don't say
bro?
all that.
We ain't
Uh
about to, bro. And what is his plus minus?
bro, come on. We are not going that deep in here, bro. You tripping.
Why can't we go that
You
deep?
tripping,
If he
bro.
got a
You
negative, if he got
tripping.
a minus 12 or a minus 20 or something like that, that means that they needed other people to help them win. If his plus minus ain't good,
Bro, you take every opportunity to tear
bro,
this
I'm just
nigga Brian.
saying you can no. No, here's the only thing I'm saying, bro. Here's the only thing I'm saying. You cannot play he's gonna have to go otherworldly in order to pull out a game
I hear
against the
you, bro.
Thunder. But
I hear you.
unfortunately, it's the Thunder that you're asking 41 year old LeBron James
LeBron to
to go
beat. Hey,
otherworldly
hold
against.
on. Hey, check this out. Since you want it, game 1, he was a plus 26, bro.
Okay, that's a good game. That's
And
a
then I'm
good
not
game.
telling you everything else. You
Yeah.
just know he was a plus 26 in game 1.
So he won them. So he won them game one. Are we saying he won them the
I would
first
say
game
because he
basically?
had 28. He had 28. No. Never mind. He was plus 26 in game 7. And he
Okay,
had 28, 7, and 8.
bro.
And but
Honestly,
to your
bro,
credit,
that was some of the worst
hold on.
basketball I had
To your
watched, bro.
credit, I'm gonna just give it to you. To your credit, he was a plus 6 in game 1. He was even in game 2, and he was a minus 18 in game 3, and then a minus 5 and then he became to have a minus 5.
He
So
probably, bro, in those both of those games, he probably had. I don't know what his turnovers were, but he probably had a high. I want to say he had like 8 turnovers one of those games, bro. You do
uh
not,
turnovers, we going. Yes, game 1, 3, game 2, 8, game 3, 8, game 2, 2, or game, I think this game 6, 2, and game 7, 3. So yeah,
bro. Okay,
yeah,
so he really
okay.
didn't commit. He really didn't commit that much, in the last couple games.
Yeah, but
But my
he
God,
did those
but
two in the middle. He definitely
two
had
in a
8
row,
turnovers.
the
Yeah,
eight,
two in a row with 8. Yeah,
2 in a row with
yeah,
8,
yeah, 2 in a row. He had
bro.
8. Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
be having turnovers like that versus this team.
yeah,
And they
2 in a
know that.
row.
JJ better be telling them that. JJ know that.
Oh, I'm sure he is. What do you mean?
I mean,
I'm definitely sure he is, just because again, JJ Redick is a excellent coach, bro. And that's really all all I'm saying. Like, I can't discredit JJ, and I can't discredit LeBron. I have to say that they're at least going to get 2. I hear
let's
you.
see what he gonna
Let me,
do.
I hear you. Hey, Shea on the chest. Okay. I'm riding with Shea. I'm riding with them. But I have to be honest with myself and who we are facing.
Bro,
I,
I'm gonna
I
keep it real, bro. The
and maybe
Lakers
it'll be
play
2 at home.
sloppy,
Maybe it'll be
bro.
2 at home.
The Lakers play sloppy, bro. Like it's summer. I was watching that series against them. against the two teams, bro, and that was some of the craziest hoops that I had seen, bro, of the year, bro. Like just really being careless, giving up the ball. Like
Yeah,
these are things that you just could not do against the Thunder, bro. It's just that the Rockets couldn't capitalize. Every time they would get a turnover, they
yeah.
just chunking some shot up. They're just, bro. The only, bro, Ime's Rockets just happen to be worse than Los Angeles Rockets. I mean, than Los Angeles Lakers offense. Yes,
Yeah,
even with 41-year-old Bron and Luca being out and Reeves being out,
yeah,
which Reeves played the last two games anyway. So they actually did have Reeves back from the last couple games. But it's still
yeah.
not even, bro, to be compared. Like, if you look at that Rockets
Now,
offense,
let me quit
bro,
playing
that
for real.
Rockets
Hold on,
offense
let
is
me quit playing for
nasty,
real.
bro.
Like I said, this is more or less. I'm just giving Brian credit, but at the end of the day, we are the defending champs. At the end of the day, our roster did not change. At the end of the day, we still have our what will be a Hall of Fame coach because he's got a ship and he brought the first ship to Oklahoma City and he has a winning record. Like at the end of the day, I definitely don't see them beating us. I'm just trying to give LeBron, like, it sucks to be a LeBron fan in this series because I like the fact that Brian is kicking Father Time's ass. Let's just go there. From one old head to another, I just love the fact that Brian is kicking Father Time's ass. The things that he is doing, the transitions he's making, the fight that he is having, he in fact just it's amazing. It is amazing to and I root for that. But when it comes to the Thunder, and it comes to this guy right here, there's no doubt in my mind we walk out of that. And we may do it very easily. Do we drop one? I do see us dropping one because
Bro, Magnet
at the
Ball.
end of the day,
It's gonna be
at the end of
Magnet
the
Ball.
day, nah, I won't even say
Bro, I
magnet
don't
ball.
see, bro.
At
I
the end of the
just
day, it is the Thunder. Like I've always been this way. We're going to drop maybe one for sure. I call it two just because I want that Bron magic. And they're saying they actually are trying their hardest to try to get Luca back. But if they're
he ain't gonna
smart,
come back, bro.
if
I
if they
know.
smart, if
I
they're
won't.
smart,
I
they'll
actually
keep
won't.
well, if they're smart, they'll keep Luca out because ultimately it's about longevity. This is the guy that you have basically taking the mantle away from LeBron. This is Luca's team. So what you are trying to do is you are trying to make sure that you want him or that he's getting in, okay? That he's getting his and that he can lead your franchise further on, right? But at the same time, I you want this um series to be competitive. And it's not going to be too competitive if you don't have Luca. So that's just kind of where I land on it.
Yeah,
So
it's
you know what
yeah.
I'm
I
saying?
mean, they're not gonna have Luca, and I mean that's really the only hope that they really had because I mean it's just a Brian, a 41-old Brian in the big 2026. Like I'm I'm sorry, it's just not gonna do anything for you against that team.
Yeah,
Against that team, four
right.
wins. Like you got to get four
You got
wins
to get four. And we're
at
now at a
41
point
against that
and we're
team.
now at a point where he doesn't get the rest. Like every game
Yeah,
is every
yeah.
other day
I
now.
mean,
Every game is
and
now
you
every
that's the thing. Like
That's why I feel like
the
the NBA
Thunder,
is
bro.
trying
The
to set us
Thunder,
up,
is
bro. Why
bro.
they get
That
three
and
games?
they don't do
Why
good.
why they get
They
three
don't,
days? They're trying to set us up. Why does Brian get
bro.
3 days?
It doesn't
They
matter.
did
They
that on
don't do
purpose.
good. It doesn't matter. They don't do good against super athletic teams that run. Like they're not. The Lakers are not good against super fast athletic teams. They
JJ
like
Redick,
slow pace.
JJ
They
Redick
like
gave
slow
us
pace. They like slow pace games. And unfortunately, when you turn the ball over as much as they do, it's not going to be as slow pace as you're hoping for it to be. Because as
JJ.
soon as you start turning that ball
Yeah,
over, oh, that thing gonna speed up real fast.
JJ Redick
So
gave us our
I'm
praises and
trying to,
said that we are literally one of the best that we are
yeah,
as far as the stats say. We are the best team in, or one of the best teams in NBA history, on par with the Bulls in both of their championship runs, and the 15 or 16, 17 Warriors.
Yeah,
And that was
I
out of
mean,
JJ's mouth. And JJ is a student of the game. So if he's giving us praises like that, I mean, it's got to be some truth to it. All I'm saying is I can't get sucked up into the hype, bro. I can't get sucked up into getting too past, like looking past the Lakers. I need the Timberwolves to handle business so that we can get to Timberwolves. But I'm not going to
I
just sit
got
here.
faith. I got faith in Rudy Gobert actually doing pretty good against Wibby, but
He can't hold him on that
nobody
wing,
else.
bro. He can't
But
hold
no,
him on that wing. He cannot hold Wimby on the wing.
I mean, yeah, on the wing,
He
but
can't hold
I
Wimby on the wing.
mean,
And
you,
if that's going to be your primary
but
target, now
nobody.
you can switch.
I got him doing more than what the Blazers was doing. He just got you forget he just got through putting Jokic in a cage. He just got through dealing with
But let's
Jokic.
not act like Jokic is the wing player that Wimby is, bro.
He could still
Like
shoot.
that's,
He could
but
still
ain't
he could
nobody
still
talking
shoot
about shooting.
out
He can't.
there.
He ain't putting
I
that
mean, he
thing
ain't
on the
about to.
ground and
I mean, he
doing
ain't
no
about to be
moves. He ain't
dribbling.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, he ain't about to be dribbling out there. But
Yeah.
let's not
At
act
that point,
like,
you're making Jokic shoot over what with his hands in there. He's probably 8'6". You're making Jokic shoot over
bro,
8'6". So
bro.
him
I'm
guarding
just
him out
saying.
there, that's
I'm just
nothing.
saying. If you had to go against Jokic and you got Wemby the very next round, like you're equipped to at least put your hat in the ring and be like, I just got through
They gonna
going
have to,
against
yeah.
the Serbian nightmare.
I'm gonna tell
Like
you what they gonna
it ain't
do.
gonna be
They're
that
gonna
much.
put
It ain't
they're
gonna be
gonna
that
put
much out of the ordinary.
they're gonna put either Jaden McDaniels or I just had his Julius Randle on him out there. And then when he gets past them, they're gonna feed him to Rudy. That's what I would do. As a coach, that's what I would do. Because both Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels have the height, right? Maybe not as much as 7'5", but they have the height. And so if you can guard him a little bit, be a little bit of physical out there on the perimeter, and then pass him to Rudy in the paint, yeah, that's a recipe to win. That's what I would say. That's a recipe to win. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be a crazy contested series. I definitely see the Thunder going out and doing their job. I definitely see the Thunder going out, and they need to make quick work. Continue to get this rest. Continue to keep J Dub in a hyperbaric chamber. Because I don't necessarily believe we're going to need him for this Lakers series, but against Wimby or against Ant, we're definitely going to need Dub. And
Yeah,
regardless it's the conference finals, you're going to need him anyway. And I much rather he get that time in before the finals because we don't need him coming in the finals and then ultimately messing up our team chemistry.
yeah, yeah,
Go ahead and keep that chemistry together, build it up in the conference semis. I mean, in the conference finals.
yeah.
I would even say maybe bring him back the last two games of the semis. But just so he can get that ramp up. You know, they always talk about that ramp up so that he's
Uh-huh.
good to go whenever we had a final. Speaking about a
Week
ramp up, and what's up, bro?
week by week basis, as it pertains to Dub, I really don't think it's really no point of rushing him this round to the
Yeah, no.
conference
Yeah,
finals.
yeah, I agree with that, bro. I want to get you out of here on this. I got a couple things to talk about. Are we putting the blame on Jaylen Brown that he couldn't close out the 76ers on their home court
I
in a
mean,
game seven? I believe
he
I want to say he had like 30.
yeah, he had 30. He had a decent game, but I mean, ultimately, he couldn't hit threes down the stretch. None of the team could hit threes at all.
You
And
live
this
by
is
the
my
three, you
whole
die by the
problem.
three, bro.
And this is my whole problem with the Celtics. Like, I'm sorry, it's not 2 or 3 years ago. It's not like make it rain, splash. Like, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to try to Joe Mazzulla. You're gonna have to try
Figure
to get
something
that
out.
team to win
Yeah,
some other
some
way.
other way.
Then we live or die by the three. Yes, y'all had that good year where y'all was leaps and bounds above every other team in the league, and y'all got y'all ring because y'all ran into who did they play? Who did they play? when they
In the finals, bro, they
Luca,
played Luca.
the
Yeah,
Mavericks. They
there you
played the
go. That's
Mavericks.
why, huh?
They didn't play no
You couldn't wait to say something
bro,
about Luca. You got
bro, no defense. But uh, so I like it's not working. Okay, like that team is good enough. That team is good enough without Jason Tatum to take care of the 76ers. Like that
That's a
team is
fact.
good enough.
That is a fact.
But the
I don't
method,
know. I don't know, bro, because VJ
yes,
Edgecomb is
they
like that.
are.
And and and
They are.
they didn't have
I
nobody to stop
know.
Joel. They didn't have
I
nobody to stop
know.
Joel.
But they were a second seed for a reason. The Celtics are good enough without Tatum. They
I
got the
see what
young
you're saying.
guys and the
I see what you're
rotational
saying.
players. They're deep enough to where they can beat that 76ers team. No excuse for that. But when your team is bricking threes, you're going to lose that game every time. There's no backup plan. It's literally like I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but you cannot be in the playoffs saying we're going to live and die by the
yeah.
three
Figure it out.
and not have
Yeah,
some type
yeah.
of backup plan or
So is that
something.
coaching?
Like
So we'd say that
you
that's
can't.
coaching. Like you have
Yeah,
to
you
be
got to
able to
put it.
make the
Yeah,
adjustment. I
you
like
got to
that.
put it on Joe Mazzulla. Like you do have to put it
But
on Joe Mazzulla.
some blame has to be placed on Jalen.
Der-
I mean a little
But
bit.
Derek White, I mean, hey, Derek White was like 3 for 12 or something like that, so he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean either. But this is literally the culture of the team. We're gonna live and die by this three. And okay, you can do that in a game 7, your last
If you
game,
want
and be
to.
like,
If
"We'll
you
live and
want
die
to,
by
yeah.
this three," and you gonna die by it every time.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
just,
they're
it's
banking off of
horrible.
the success. They're banking off of
It's
the
not.
success, like you said, that they had in 2024. They're
It's
banking
not
off the
them
success that
days
they had.
anymore, bro. Like
Bro,
teams
it's only two
cannot
years
just sit
ago.
here.
That's only 2 years ago.
Bro, teams cannot just sit here and chuck up threes and expect to have a sense of success. Like,
Steph's fault.
you know what I'm
Steph's
saying?
fault.
Like those Warriors days, yes, that was a different type of elite.
Because
Um,
nobody was on that wavelength. You saw that
everybody.
after.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
they caught up. Everybody caught up.
everybody was able. Yeah, everybody caught up.
Yeah,
But everybody was able to make a three on that starting roster. So it
yeah,
stretched the floor out tremendously. But
yeah.
I mean, when you're the Celtics, like you can't depend on that. Y'all are not the Golden State Warriors, but y'all shoot threes like y'all are.
But to their credit, hey DJ Waito, what's good?
Dang,
Hey,
DJ
appreciate you for
Waito.
being in
It's been a
here.
minute.
Salute. Crew back outside
Dang.
already. But yeah, bro, no, I'm with you. But it worked for them. It worked for the Celtics. They were able to shoot 2 years ago. It worked. They lived by it, they died by it, and they captured a
Um,
championship. You can't get
it's
mad at them
it's
for going to the well as much as they did.
it's over with. An extreme disappointment, first round exit, and then y'all were second round exit last year. I mean, it just was a second round last year.
But both times that you're mentioning, no, at the end of the day, no Jason Tatum.
No, but they were going to lose that series anyways. They
Yeah,
were down
they was
when
slipping.
Tatum
Yeah,
got
they
hurt.
was
They were
slipping.
down, right?
Yeah, they was slipping. Yeah,
Bro, the Knicks was giving them belt, bro.
yeah,
The Knicks out of all teams was giving the Celtics belt last year,
yeah, yeah. Well, nah,
bro.
that series was up and down, or was that with? Nah, that was with Indiana that it was up and down.
Bro,
Yeah, yeah. Waito say that the Celtics are a 3-point shooting team with no elite 3-point shooters now. The only one they have is Justin Pritchard. Uh,
yeah, you
it's
cannot
Justin,
shoot threes.
but
You cannot shoot threes like
but
that at a
Pritchard was
high
hitting, bro.
clip.
Pritchard was hitting.
Bro, you
Pritchard
cannot
was
shoot
he
threes
was
at a high.
saving
You
them, bro.
cannot be a team and collectively shoot threes at a high clip like that, and everybody just breaking them, and you don't
Yeah,
care about it
yeah.
as a
You
coach.
have to
As
I
a
like
coach, and you just don't care
yeah,
about it.
I like that point. As a
Like at a
coach,
certain,
you have to save them from themselves. I say this all the time, bro.
yeah, like
I coach my son. And he's really, really good. I will always say that because he is. But sometimes he gets in his own way, and I have to pull him just for like a minute or two, just so he can kind of calm down, and he comes back in and he closes it out and does what he's supposed to do. But that's good coaching. So again, yeah, I like that. Joe Mazzulla, you can't continue to allow them to be their own detriment. You have to draw something up. But it's a players' league, bro. What do you expect?
Man, dude,
Peyton Pritchard, that's his
you a
name.
head coach. You a head coach at the end of the day, and you have to be a leader as it pertains to that standpoint. And this, you can't have this. Well, we don't care. We're gonna play how we play attitude. I mean, hey, maybe they're okay with that one ring, but I feel like that team is too good to be a first round exit. I mean, it's inexcusable.
Well, I think
Like
it'll be different. I mean,
it's
honestly, it would be
inexcusable.
different had they had Jason Tatum. They were on the verge of like sweeping. They were 3-1. They're up 3-1.
Let me tell you something. If they really felt like Jason Tatum was that much of a difference for them, they would have made sure that he would have played. And honestly, the injury was to the other leg. It wasn't even to, he had like a knee, kind of like a
See,
light knee
see.
injury.
And this is coming
If they
from
felt like
somebody
his,
who
if
ain't
they felt
40,
like,
who ain't never played at 40, and ain't
if
never banged on nobody at 40.
if
See?
they felt like that he was gonna be a needle mover for that game, then they definitely would have had him play, bro.
Nah,
It
I
wouldn't have
think that
mattered.
now because you got
It
two
wouldn't have
young
mattered.
stars. They still in their mid-20s, bro. They
It
already
wouldn't
got
have
one
mattered.
championship. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about
They might be done.
longevity. They might be done as a dynasty. You think they done? They should blow
I
it up?
mean, bro,
They should
but
blow it up?
let's look at who they ran up against. You ran up against a 76er team with Joel Embiid, whose knees can't stay together for a full
Just
3 hour
came out,
game.
just got up from the
You got,
hospital with an appendectomy. He came
bro,
straight from the
you
hospital
lose
bed to the arena.
You lose to the Knicks last year. I mean, these are the teams that you just
Yeah,
gonna have to keep dealing with. Like, and then Tyrese is coming back for the Pacers. Like, you're
yeah.
gonna have to keep dealing with these teams in the playoffs. And unfortunately, if you get bounced by the Knicks and the Sixers back to back years, I mean, I don't know
Getting rid of
what bright
get
side in the first round,
getting
first
rid
and
of
second round. What
getting
bright
rid
sides do you have if you
getting
get knocked
rid
out
of
by the
Drew
Knicks?
Holiday didn't help. Getting rid of Kristaps Porzingis didn't help. You know what I'm saying? These people that helped them win that championship specifically. But they felt like, bro, they were top heavy. They felt like they could do it with Jalen and and Jason. And but ultimately it did cost them. Last but not least, bro, the Cleveland Cavaliers won their game 7, and James Harden had 18. Is
I
it
mean,
time to stop?
I gotta look at the box
Is
score and
it?
really see
Nah, the
how.
box score ain't good, bro. He was. I looked it up. The box score is not good, bro. I'm about to pull it up right now.
That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah,
wasn't even going
it's not.
crazy.
It's not good, bro. And
He
I
wasn't.
hate that.
When I was watching, he wasn't going
Yeah,
crazy. But
I
I
hate that
mean,
for him.
Cleveland, the
He
Cavs.
had hold on. James Harden played 37 minutes, 18 points, 3 for 9 for his field goals, 1 for 5 on trays. He literally got
Oh,
his money at the line, 11 for 13 with 3
oh,
assists, 3
they.
steals.
His team
Yeah,
drugged him. His
yeah,
team
yeah,
drugged
yeah.
him across that first round.
Yeah, Jared
But I
Allen
mean,
had 22. Donovan Mitchell
yeah,
had 22.
yeah, they was
Um,
both cooking. Yeah.
yeah, but here's the thing though. Has this not always been the problem with him, right? They always say he don't show up. He always shows up in games 1 through 5. But in 6 and 7, he doesn't show up. Does this not work in his favor? Is this not what he needed? Did he not make the right move for his career?
I mean, yeah. You got past the first round. Congratulations.
No, no, no,
I
no, no, no.
mean, and you didn't
Bro,
have to
chill out.
do, and
Chill
you
out.
didn't have, and you really didn't have. I mean, yeah, he helped, but as it pertains to this game, I mean, it's another stinker in the
Bro,
playoffs
they
for
only
James
hey,
Harden.
and they only
And
won
at
by
the end of
2.
the
Oh
day,
no, never mind. It was 114 to 102. My bad.
it's at the end of the day, it's another playoff sticker from James Harden. At the end of the day, it's gonna show back up. But at next round, it's gonna actually be against a better team where they're gonna need him to play good, and that's not gonna cut it. So
But this is
second round exit for the Cleveland Cavaliers and for James
you can
Harden
book it.
ultimately.
You can book it. You can book
Yeah,
a second round. No, bro. But this is what I'm saying when it comes to James Harden, bro. This is what he needed. First round exits, those always happen. But ultimately, what he needed was somebody to step up because you're as a star on your team. You're going. What did I say? Your star is going to get you 1 or 2. The others are going to get you 1, right? And ultimately, in all of his other games, the others weren't getting him 1. because you're going to have a stinker it's just going to happen. It's the natural law of the NBA playoffs. What wasn't that game one for Shea? Shea couldn't throw it
Yeah,
in the ocean. But the others
I
came to
mean,
play. Granted, in the fourth quarter, he does what he always does, but the others helped. So it's going to happen. We just talked about LeBron James having a plus minus of a negative 18, bro. It's going to happen. But the others are the ones that carry you past that finish line. Granted, everybody's going to be talking about James and how he had another stinker. I get it. But is this not the reason why he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers?
yeah, obviously because he can't carry a team himself,
Bro,
and
why you gotta be
nobody's
so
asking to.
disrespectful?
And
Why you gotta
nobody's asking him to. Nobody's asking him to these days, which is why he's on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, bro, I'm not excited for James Harden hoops like that these days anymore. Like I said, we know where that's gonna go. James Harden, he's gonna ultimately show you what he is this next round. But like I said, they're actually gonna need him. And if he's not able to actually compete, then there'll be second round exits. I'll be surprised if the Cleveland Cavaliers make it to East. I think ultimately it's
to
gonna
the
wind up being the
Eastern
Knicks.
Conference Finals? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
I think
Okay.
ultimately it's gonna wind up being the Knicks. The Knicks may wind up making it out, honestly, but
50?
we'll see.
50? Bruh.
Man, they might.
Yeah, no. I'm with that.
Might.
I just like I said, I think I don't I know they're gonna rip James Harden. They're still gonna say he didn't show up. They're gonna say he got bailed out by Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell and Jared out. They're gonna say all of
honestly.
that. But my thing is, bro, that's the whole reason why he made the move, right? Because y'all niggas was gonna do that anyway. He knows he doesn't show up in games. I don't know what his phobia is when it comes to game 7. Is there such thing as game 7 phobia or whatever the
Right.
case is? I don't know what that
Yeah,
is. What it does he have? What they say? Does he have performance anxiety? I don't know what it is when it comes to these game 7s, but ultimately he made the right decision for his career because here he is now in the second round. And who knows? Since we've never really seen him in the second round and compete in the second round, maybe this winds up different for James Harden. Maybe this is the time where he does carry them over the finish line. And who are they playing in the next round? They're playing the 76ers, right?
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
I gotta look at the bracket.
Hold on. Let me see this and I'll let you go, bro. Cleveland, second round. The second round playoffs. Let's see. Detroit, brother. Oh, but you know what? Detroit almost gave they series away, bro.
And so did the Cavs. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it may be a good series. Kay Cunningham is like that. Like for real. He's like that. And he put that Detroit team on his back today. Or in the game 7. And he got them over the hump and got them here to play in that. But all in all, I say all of that to say Thunder 2026 champs. All right, man. We love y'all. Hey, we will see
End of the
y'all
day.
next week at 9 p.m. Central Time. Y'all stay thirsty, my friends. We out.